return of Planet X.
Oh, I just love that song as always. Well, this is Cathy Lawling right here, as always, on the Return of Planet X radio show. And with me, right now in this room, I have a dear friend of mine. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm a researcher of the age of 20. I do most research just on the internet, looking through articles, great history books, mainly the history of religion, all religions, because it all combines into one, and you can use it for scientific research also. And my name is Allen Brynster.
Allen Brynster, 20 years old, researcher.
Do you have any questions for me? Anything?
Well, you seem to be just like a regular person, and that's what I like. I want the views and opinions that you have as just a regular guy, an average Joe, basically. And sometimes you can get people on here that's like a doctor or something like that, but no, I'd like to know what the average person thinks, and
you're people.
You're a young person, and so you have different views. You're the new age that's going to lead us into the future, and that's what I like. I don't want some older person on here. It's nice, they have a lot of knowledge, but I'm sure you've got some knowledge too on things that's going on.
Yes, I've got quite a bit of knowledge up there in the old noggin.
Oh, well, let's move on. Do you know of the theory on Nibiru, Planet X?
Well, I know quite a bit about Nibiru, but you gotta be a little bit more specific.
Oh, really? How'd you learn about that?
Mostly internet research, YouTube videos, also the Bible, of course.
Well, let's not beat around the bush here. Go ahead, tell me what you know about it.
Let's see, where do I start? Well, apparently every 3,600 years, this brown dwarf star, about the size of, half the size of Jupiter, supposedly, comes around every 3,600 years in an elliptical orbit and passes through our solar system, causing chaos and reversing the rings and polar shifts and all sorts of chaotic stuff. Now, the brown dwarf star is invisible to us. We can't see it out in light because it doesn't have enough. It doesn't have enough hydrogen in it to collide and make enough gravity.
You're not a doctor, but see, this is just stuff that you research.
Yes.
Anybody can do it.
Yes, I can.
But it just surprises me because your age and everything, how much stuff you actually know, and people look at young people. Not me. I like young people. You know, I've always been fascinated with the whole story of Nibiru Planet X, and for somebody, you know, your age that knows this stuff already, it's kind of what's the word? Cool. So, we have just got some news in today. Actually, well, I did from a website that most people might be familiar with. It's FEMA. Now, I don't know if it's still on there, but there's a picture that shows the United States, and not all of it, but a majority of the states are colored red, and that means that there's active disasters happening at the moment. But I've not heard anything disaster-like happening on the news as of today or anything.
Sounds very strange. Yes, indeed.
Usually it's just not highlighted unless, you know, there's a disaster going on there, so I don't understand that.
Or unless it's a forecast.
Might be. So.
Would you like me to continue on with Nibiru?
Sure. Who do you find this information out from? Are you familiar with John Moore?
Yeah, John Moore. Yes, I've learned I learned most of the flooding from him, about how there's a bulge due to the gravitational spin of our planet, and causes the bulge. And as soon as Nibiru comes around, it disrupts our shift and causes the big bulge to just go straight in and flood everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard some of them stories too from John Moore. Another one I listened to was Ursu Adams, but apparently not anymore because it got took down. But I'm not getting into that because I've been getting a lot of harsh comments on my YouTube videos. And some of them is people are mean and cruel. And I had certain people talking about there's something wrong with my voice. I can't help the way I talk. Can you help the way you talk?
I don't think so. I can probably make it sound deeper if I wanted to, or higher pitch, but nothing.
People
No.
think that something's wrong with me. I had one person on there. I just don't want to talk about it. You can read them too if you look at some of the comments on my videos that I posted.
Oh yeah, I saw them. It was very offensive.
Yeah, and I don't like that. It just gets me really angry. And the people would do that, but anyway, that's a topic for another day, and you can read them yourself. Now to the topic at hand. Planet X, Nibiru.
Yes, as I was saying, it comes around on a 3,600-year elliptical orbit. And when it comes around, it causes all sorts of chaos, disrupting our waters, our polars, causing great chaos and stuff. Stuff. Major stuff.
Well, that's a word I like to use quite a bit.
Yeah. So the reason why we can't actually see Nibiru.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know.
Yeah,
Where's it at?
It's so you can't find out. The only way we can actually find out is if we had a high-powered infrared telescope, which we obviously don't control the people, because the government's got it.
Yeah. That would be nice to have one sitting out in your backyard. You could look up and see the darn thing.
Yeah, but the thing actually has a pretty decent core temperature, but it can't compact the hydrogen atoms and to cause the ignition to make it into a full-blown star. It's just not dense enough, not big enough.
I remember I was listening to John Moore, and he had made prediction dates. Well, it wasn't prediction. He got from private sources saying that there was going to be some events happening, 40 days, 40 nights. I talked about that on another show. And, well, where the heck is it? France?
Yeah, I was a little skeptical on that. I don't think anything's going to happen until probably late October is my personal guess.
I'm beginning to think the darn thing's not real.
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, it could be something else. Like,
But if I say that, then I'm saying the Bible's not real, or the Colburn Bible, or other ancient texts, which I treat like history books.
they are history books. They're actually the greatest history books.
But they get shunned down.
Well, yeah, because
They tell stories too.
they're misinterpreted.
Yeah.
Like the story about the Nephilim, about how
Oh yeah.
demons came in, messed with our DNA, and made the Nephilim, which are 12 feet tall people.
I don't know
And
if I believe that or not either.
Well, actually, it's true. They found 12-foot tall people, mummified 12-foot tall people.
Well, they say people back then was more advanced. Or if you want to throw alien in the equation or something that's more advanced coming here
Yeah.
and genetically modifying. Hey, we're doing that right now with mosquitoes and stuff.
My personal view on the
Sheep
matter,
cloning and all that.
you can call them demons, you can call them aliens. Either way, there's good aliens or bad aliens. So either way,
Like angels and demons.
yeah, yes.
So is an angel a little gray man with big old eyes?
No one knows. I haven't seen an angel, have you? I've never seen one.
No, I can't say I have.
I've seen quite a few
I'd
demons,
like
per
to.
se.
I'd like to see an angel about right now. You know.
With all these demons running around here, let's just say, in the Congress. Not going to say any names, but
Well, I wouldn't say any names. I wouldn't even mention it. Because people know that the government stuff is corrupt. And I just heard on the news, just as recent, Jesse Ventura, Howard Stern, 2016, they're running for president.
yeah, I'd love to see that. You know the reason why he's running in 2016,
Why is that?
and they're letting him, because what's going to happen in 2012,
2012,
2013?
2013, we get so many dates thrown in there, and we don't know what to believe. Now, I know in February, they showed it on the news too. They show stuff on the news pre pre and advance disasters. Like they talk about a asteroid coming near us and it could hit us in February of 2013. But they talk about it in the past. Well, I hadn't heard much about it anymore because most people, they upload that stuff.
They get a little afraid of it. They don't talk about it. They say, well, let it happen.
And they showed that there was a huge hidden mass object on, I think, Fox or CNN, one of them. And it was a huge round dwarf star they was talking about. Didn't hear anything else.
No,
they called it Tiki.
It seemed like they just cut that whole thing out. No one ever talked about it again.
Well, I think they know, and this information is being suppressed, quite obviously. Like I was going to tell you some big information about me. Well, I could, or I might not. So, I mean, think about it. I'll be suppressing something. Everybody suppresses things, hides things. I don't know what this world's come to. Every week, there is something happening. Every week, there's some bad. You got this thing going on over there in the country. I'm not going to even mention the name, but it was a video, that was a film that was put on there about a prophet. And oh my goodness.
Yeah,
everything got put out of.
And just this year, we got the worst drought on record, highest breaking temperature in Death Valley. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I did, actually.
Yeah, you can think there's nothing going on. I mean, look at the news. Even just taking bits and pieces of the news, you can find out what's really going on.
It meld it together because they broke so many records. It's not even funny. What's going on? And then as today, I saw that the sun activity has diminished.
Yep, seems like the
like
calm
the eruptions
before the
and
storm.
stuff.
Calm before the storm.
The calm before the storm.
Volcanoes do the same thing. They'll have you'll feel earthquakes and all of a sudden nothing for like a couple days, and then boom, that thing will erupt.
Telling me something's going on. People need to wake up. That's what I think. I think a lot of things are wrong in this world.
It was all the parties, not just the Republican and Democrats.
Oh, they've been running this country for
150 years.
Oh yeah, about 150 years. It's time for an independent to get in there. That's why I'm not voting for Jesse Ventura. If we make it.
Yeah, if we make it there.
If the world's supposed to end in 2012, people, are we going to elect somebody in 2016? And they got all these underground bunkers. They're preparing for something.
Yeah, the Denver airport has the biggest underground bunker and record. Humongous.
And you hear those stories about the Russian Sputniks, whatever you call them, coming over here and training and invading, whatever. I don't know. I hear all kinds of stories you don't know what to believe anymore. Every day. Some story about this, some story about that. What are we going to do, people? What are we going to do? We're being took over. I'm about to burst out in tears because that's the truth. Now, what else would you like to talk about here?
Well,
we're into about 14 minutes into the show and trying to get some information. You got any hot tips for us?
My biggest hot tip would have to be if you're cheap and you can't afford any type of bunker or any type of medical equipment, just whenever you go and buy 3 liters or 2 liters of like soda or something, do not throw that bottle out. Take it and fill it up with water and keep it and store it wherever you can.
Oh, absolutely. Store water. You gotta have water to survive.
Yeah, because even if you have a well, it takes electricity to pump that well. And if solar flare hits, you're not going to have any
You have to do the old bucket and rope routine to get your water out of there or something. And it scares me. I watch these documentaries all the time. We're in a world of hurt.
And one more tip.
Okay.
Whenever it comes to water, make sure it's not tap water or city water.
Oh, that stuff is it's poison.
Yeah, fluoride.
Fluoride is poison. Look at your toothpaste.
Yep, it
It
says
says
that
in case.
do not swallow.
Yeah, do not swallow. It'll kill you or make you very sick. One.
Over time, yeah.
Yeah. And anything you put in your mouth that goes under your tongue, we know that quickly
Yeah.
goes into your bloodstream.
Yeah, just look at the people on acid. Same thing.
Or pretty much, pretty much. I know. Since sometimes I'm out in town, I forget to take my water bottle. Like I was over to school, over there doing a couple of things, and they had a water fountain there, and I was thirsty. Well, I rarely get headaches unless I'm drinking or something like that. You know, had a hangover, or if I get a little too hot. Well, as soon as I drank that water, about an hour or two passes, I started getting migraine headaches like crazy. And I'm thinking, because I live out in the country area, and I have my own well water, natural water, and I don't have fluoride in my body all the time. So, I mean, that probably gave me a headache.
Yeah, it seems with, I have a colon disease, IBS.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Yes, it is. It's pretty painful. But I've come to realize that if you just drink pure well water with no fluoride in it, my pain has gone away for the most part. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that the fluoride they put in the water, all the chemicals that are in our water, in our food, in our drinks, anything you eat, drink.
If fluoride's so bad,
it'll give you cancer.
How come, if it's so bad, how come you go into your grocery store, the baby aisle, with the baby products and stuff's at? They've got gallons of water, a gallon of water, and it says, now with more fluoride. They're feeding it to our babies, trying to kill them.
Yep. Well, better way than to get them when they're young.
Yeah. I don't know.
Should we talk about Illuminati?
I'd rather not, actually. I got into a heated conversation one time, and I can't say too much about the Illuminati. I'd rather not.
Well, I could, right? Or do
You can say all you want to about it, but I'm not getting in any hot water this time. And I'm not going to say too much about that. I got in trouble.
There's a lot you can say, but all I want to say is that the Illuminati are a bunch of fucking assholes. You can bleep that out if you want.
Well, it's YouTube. They don't care. Hope there's no kids listening.
Yeah, watch out. Okay. My overall perspective on the Illuminati is that they're working with the bad aliens or demons.
Here we go with that again.
Okay, the lights in the sky, the UFOs you always see, you never see them in solid ships. And the only time you see them in solid ships is over Area 51 or somewhere where there's a big population. You know why? Because the government wants you to know that they're there. Because it's all fake. The lights, those are interdimensional beings, otherwise known as demons or the bad aliens.
This is a conspiracy theory you're giving me.
Yes, it's a conspiracy. It's an opinion.
Well...
But you can take it or leave it, either way.
Well, just to have nothing to do with that. Like I said, I don't want to talk about too much anything about that topic.
What's your view on the matter? Well, we need both sides here. What's your opinion?
I can't say anything about the Illuminati. Or you just want to talk about the alien situation?
The alien situation, I guess, would be better.
I've never seen one, so I really can't say they exist. But
you have seen ghosts, haven't you?
I've read the Bible a couple of times, and there's some people that came down to the earth. It's in the good book. I believe the good book, so I guess I'd have to believe. We was talking about the Nephilim. Well, there's also the Anunnaki. I believe in that.
Yeah, the Anunnaki are supposedly...
you see me wearing a gold necklace? No, you don't. I ain't gonna have somebody rip it off me, an Anunnaki person, fly down here
if you ask me, that's ridiculous.
From his UFO spaceship when I'm out trimming my flowers in my garden.
I think the hieroglyphics were actually...
Rip it off my face and choke me.
It is possible that the hieroglyphics were actually misinterpreted. Maybe gold was actually used as a sign of, great treasure, like your soul or your essence. It could mean anything. Maybe
Probably could.
Yeah, maybe they just interpreted it as gold. when in all honest opinion, I would take it as, you know, gold being our precious material would
Yes.
actually mean something else completely different to them.
It probably does. I know they like to wear gold too, I'm sure.
Everyone likes gold.
Gotta have that
Just
nugget.
look at them rappers.
Yeah,
They're preparing for an Anunnaki, that's for sure.
the bling, the bling. You listen to that kind of stuff?
No, sorry, that's corruption.
Oh, well,
Corrupted
that's
children.
I can't say anything. It's your opinion.
Yeah.
I
That's true,
like.
look
I
at-
like. I listen to certain. I like certain hip hop artists, like Will Smith. He
Oh,
has that
that's
original.
that's
he's like
actually
an
clean.
original rap. Yeah, clean rap.
Plain rap is good.
I don't know if he's ever did anything bad. Well, you know.
His movies are good.
Oh, I like the Men in Black.
Yeah.
I wonder if we got Men in Black people actually out there covering up the secrets. Actually,
Oh,
yes.
we definitely do, that's for sure.
I'm pretty sure. Area 51. All that stuff. That's real. But I don't know about the aliens. I'm always a skeptic. Everybody's got to be a skeptic.
Now, this is why I believe that the aliens are not physical, but interdimensional. Whenever you see a light or any type of spacecraft, it's not a real physical spacecraft, because whenever they go and they're going at about 1,000 miles an hour and they make a right-hand turn instantly, and there's no possible way any physical being could actually do that.
Mm.
It's
I just don't know what to believe. I'm always being fed stuff.
Yep.
And there's so many stories out there. There really are. Well, we've got about 3 minutes left in the show. I was just going to do a little small show, but you're quite the character.
Yes, I want to get my information out there so other people can wake up and hear what I got to say.
Allen Brynster, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, I'll do another session with you if you'd like, at
Um,
some point.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, let's see what the schedule is here. Yeah, how about we do one tomorrow?
That sounds great.
And then
I
I'll
like-
just
I
upload
like-
it whenever I can, as I do,
Alright.
and that'll be fine. All right, everybody. You were listening to Cathy Lawling right here with. I had Allen Brynster,
Allen Brynster.
researcher, and everybody's a researcher. You should be one too. And remember, as always, Planet X is coming.
Oh, and never look at a video and think something completely wrong just because the person's opinion is different from yours.
Yeah.
Take opinions from every angle and make up your own opinion.
Yes.
But never discredit anyone.
Never do that. Always keep an open mind.
And if you don't like the person, then just don't listen.
Yeah,
Just go to
exactly.
Just go to a different.
And like
video.
these other people that get on my YouTube, and they get a bad mouth comments. Why, if they don't like it? I mean, it gives you option to like or dislike and comment. That's what it's for. But there's people that just won't stop. They'll just go and rant on and on about it.
I think it's.
If they hate your video, don't be watching it. They don't like what you got to say. All right. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Cathy Lawling right here on Return of Planet X radio show.
Return of Planet X.